Welcome back, Cowboys Nation, and thank you for joining us on the channel that delivers all the latest buzz, big headlines, and breaking developments straight from the heart of Dallas. Today, we've got an exciting update that's causing serious waves across the league. The Dallas Cowboys have made a bold move in the middle of training camp, and it's one that could have major implications for the team's secondary. According to fresh reports coming straight out of Oxnard, the Cowboys have officially signed cornerback Christian Matthew during training camp, a signing that has sparked plenty of chatter and raised eyebrows among analysts and fans alike. This move may not be as flashy as landing a Pro Bowl star or executing a blockbuster trade, but don't let the lack of noise fool you. This pickup could prove to be one of the more quietly important decisions made by the front office this offseason. So, who exactly is Christian Matthew? And why have the Cowboys decided to bring him into the fold right now, with the regular season fast approaching? Well, let's break it down. Christian Matthew is a 6'4", 200-pound cornerback with rare length and upside, a combination that always catches the attention of NFL scouts. He was originally drafted by the Arizona Cardinals in the 7th round of the 2022 NFL Draft, and has spent time with multiple teams, including the Cardinals and most recently the Chicago Bears. While Matthew hasn't yet established himself as a full-time starter in the league, he has the raw tools that teams covet, especially when it comes to depth in the secondary. He's tall, physical, and has shown flashes of being able to disrupt passing lanes with his wingspan, which is precisely the kind of frame that Dan Quinn and the Cowboys defensive staff love to work with. Now, the timing of this move is what makes it all the more intriguing. Signing Christian Matthew in the heart of training camp isn't just about bringing in another body for drills or camp reps, it's a strategic addition. The Cowboys coaching staff is evaluating every inch of the depth chart, and with injuries, inconsistencies, and matchups to consider, adding a player like Matthew gives them more flexibility. Let's not forget that the secondary took a hit last season, and even though the team boasts big names like Trevon and Darren Bland, depth and insurance at cornerback remain a priority in a league that thrives on high-octane passing offenses. In terms of performance, Christian Matthew has shown enough promise to warrant further development. During his rookie season with Arizona, he saw action in 14 games, starting 3 of them and collecting 19 tackles, 1 pass deflection, and a few standout plays on special teams. That might not sound like jaw-dropping production, but considering his late-round draft status and the limited opportunities he had, it's clear that Matthew has the makings of a solid rotational corner or special teams contributor. That's the kind of player you want to keep your eye on, someone who might not dominate headlines but could make a clutch play when it matters most. The Cowboys' decision to sign Matthew isn't just about what he can do on defense. In the modern NFL, versatility is key, and Matthew brings that element in spades. He's a guy who can play on the outside, use his length to press receivers at the line of scrimmage, and be a physical presence in red zone situations. He's also proven to be more than capable on special teams, which is often the path for depth players to carve out a lasting role on a roster. And with the Cowboys always looking to maximize every single roster spot, having a cornerback who can step in on multiple units is exactly the kind of chess piece they value. There's also the bigger picture to consider. When you look at the current state of the Cowboys secondary, there are some legitimate questions that this move might help address. Yes, Trevon is returning from his ACL injury and looks great in camp. And yes, Darren Bland was one of the breakout stars of 2023. But after that, things get murky. Jourdan Lewis is a veteran presence but is still battling injuries and consistency. And then you've got a group of young, unproven corners who are still finding their footing in the league. Christian Matthew enters that group as someone who can push the competition, keep the pressure on, and maybe even surprise some people if given the chance to shine in preseason action. Speaking of preseason, all eyes are now going to be on how Christian Matthew performs in the upcoming games. These matchups are more than just glorified scrimmages, they're auditions. And for someone like Matthew, who's trying to secure a spot on one of the league's most competitive 53-man rosters. Every rep counts. Fans should expect to see him out there flying around the field, competing for balls, and showing coaches that he belongs. If he can string together a few standout plays, especially on third downs or special teams, he could quickly become a name to remember heading into the regular season. The Cowboys front office deserves credit here too. Will McClay, the team's vice president of player personnel, has built a reputation for finding hidden gems in unexpected places, whether it's the draft, undrafted free agents, or mid-season pickups. Christian Matthew represents another swing in that mold, a low-risk, potentially high-reward move that could pay dividends if developed properly. It's the kind of roster maneuver that championship-caliber teams make, always looking for ways to bolster the back end of the depth chart with players who can grow into larger roles. And let's not ignore the message this signing sends to the rest of the locker room. It's a clear signal that no spot is guaranteed, and that competition is alive and well in Cowboys camp. If you're a young corner on the bubble or a veteran trying to hold on to your job, the arrival of Christian Matthew is a reminder that you need to bring it every day. That level of internal competition can elevate the entire unit, sharpening iron with iron and ultimately making the team better prepared for the rigors of a long, physical NFL season. Another factor that makes this move noteworthy is the influence of defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer. Yes, Cowboys fans, Zimmer is back in the fold, and his fingerprints are already being seen on the defense. Zimmer has a long history of molding tough, disciplined secondaries, and he's known for getting the most out of physical, press corners like Christian Matthew. The pairing could be exactly what Matthew needs to take his game to the next level. Working under Zimmer's guidance, learning from veterans like Diggs, and getting reps in one of the league's most intense training environments might be the perfect storm for Matthew's development. As we look ahead, it's worth remembering that the NFL is a league of opportunity. Injuries happen, matchups shift, and roles evolve quickly. The signing of Christian Matthew might not be dominating ESPN's ticker or lighting up social media right now, but come Week 7 or Week 11, if he steps in due to injury and locks down a receiver, you better believe people will remember this signing. That's why these quiet, under-the-radar moves matter. They're the foundation upon which great teams are built. So as training camp continues and the countdown to the regular season heats up, keep your eyes peeled for number 38 out there in the secondary, working to earn his place. Christian Matthew might just be a name you'll want to remember when the Cowboys take the field in 2025. Whether it's as a special teams dynamo, a depth piece ready to step up, or even a surprise contributor in the secondary rotation, he's got a real shot to carve out a place in this defense. That's going to wrap it up for today's update, Cowboys fans. As always, thank you for tuning in and riding with us through every step of the offseason. We'll be back with more breaking news, in-depth analysis, and everything you need to stay informed and entertained throughout the Cowboys journey. If you enjoyed today's video and want to keep up with all the latest headlines out of Dallas, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a beat. Let us know in the comments, what do you think of the Christian Matthew signing? Is it a smart depth move, or do you think the Cowboys still need more help in the secondary? We're reading every comment, and we love hearing your thoughts. Until next time, stay safe, stay hyped, and as always, go Cowboys!